Welcome back to the video on Delphi psychotherapy billing software and creating your first batch or creating a batch of electronic claims. As usual, everything is done from the main screen, and in the previous videos we set up the insurance carriers for electronic billing, and we made sure that the clients were set up correctly with the correct claim form type, which was CMS. Now that we've done that, we would normally go to the reports menu at the top of the screen, select insurance queue, and after a few seconds our insurance queue will load. Also in the previous video we showed you how to make sure that all of the clients had the correct form type. Now in this example, the insurance queue tells you that your queue contains a total of 7 claims, and we break those claims into the following categories, and we are interested in these 7 CMS electronics. If I simply check this box, we'll mark all of those. Theoretically, you could have other claims in here that might be paper, but we're marking just only our CMS electronics. Now we click on Print Claims or Create Electronic Claims for selected bills. When I click on that, Delphi will say that you have selected 7 CMS electronic or whatever number. We click OK, and you're now presented with a standard save dialog. Now, it's important that you don't really have to do anything here except kind of pay attention to what's actually happening. In this case, we are automatically going to save your claims on your C drive, and we're going to place them into a folder called Ally. Also, we are going to automatically name it, the name of the file will be today's date, 2012-01-25. If it was 2012 May 8th, then it would say 2012-0508. The reason that we name it in this kind of strange order here with the 2012 beginning is because that forces things to appear with the most recent claims listed at the bottom. You really do not need to change the name of this file in any way. All you have to do is click Save, and Delphi will now go through and create an electronic claim that contains all 7 of these CMS electronic. Now, just so you can see what's really going on here, and you would not normally have to do this step, but at this point we would open up Computer, and I'm going to resize this so you can see what's going on. But behind the scenes, if we look on our C drive, Delphi has created a folder called Ally. If we open that up, there's our claim, 2012-01-25, which happens to be the date, today's date on this video. Now, one interesting thing about this is if you look at the size of this file, it's 14,000 bytes, 14 KB. A claim actually takes up 2 KB, and so by just simply glancing at this, we can see that there's approximately 7 claims. If we look at this file up here, there's approximately 4 claims in that one. So this is the file that we've generated, and now the next step, and I'm going to close this screen, the next step would be to upload that to Office Ally, in which case, and we're going to show you that in the next video, but you would click Office Ally Web Login, and we'll take you to the Office Ally website where you can log in with your username and your password, and then we would upload the file that you just created. That's it for generating electronic claims. Now, we also assume that you have a little bit of knowledge about the insurance queue, which is really making it quite easy for you to electronically or to submit batches of claims without you having to keep track of which claims have and have not yet gone out the door. Under normal circumstances, and after you've submitted claims a few times electronically, and after you are getting 100% acceptance of those claims, under normal circumstances we would delete all of the claims out of the queue with this button, Delete Marked Bills. That would make sure that the queue is empty, and then if you were to record 5 or 10 or 20 sessions tomorrow or the next day, and you came back and looked in the queue would contain nothing but fresh claims again. And at that point, we would normally mark all the CMS electronics. There might be 12 next time we look in here. That would be nothing but fresh claims. We would print the claims or create electronic, and we'd save them. And if that was tomorrow, and tomorrow happened to be the 26th, Delphi would name that file 2012-01-26. Of course, it's going to use the appropriate date in each case. At that point, we would connect to Office Ally, upload the claims again, except we would pick the file from the 26th. And when we're done, we would then delete them out of the queue. That's it for right now. The next video will deal with connecting to Office Ally and uploading your claims.